Welcome to my channel. So in this video we are going to see another one Norton's problem. Okay, so it is a May 2016 question. So already we discussed two Norton's problem. This is the third problem. So the question you see, uptime the Norton's model and find the power that can be transferred to 100 ohm load resistance in the circuit shown in figure. Okay, so this is the given circuit. So in this circuit there are two voltage sources is there with some resistance is there. So which one is a load means 100 ohm resistor. So this is a 100 ohm resistor. So this resistor is a load. So we have to, what is the question means? We have to obtain Norton's model, that is Norton's equivalent circuit, and also find the power that can be transferred to this load resistance. So what is the power transferred to this load? We have to calculate using Norton's theorem. Okay, so already you know. So what is mean by Norton's theorem? So we have to replace the entire circuit across this load by one single current source in parallel with resistance. It is called as the Norton's model. Okay, so in that one, the first thing is to we have to find out the two things. One is Norton's current source, another one is a Norton's equivalent resistance. So in step number one, that is we have to find the Norton's current. So you know the Norton's current, other name of Norton's current is a short circuited current. Why the name is called as short circuited current means we have to calculate that Norton's current during this load resistance is in short circuited condition. Okay, but in first step, this load, which one is a load in the circuit? This 100 ohm resistor. But this 100 ohm resistor we have to make short circuit. Okay, so you know what is mean by short circuit? You replace that resistance and we have to take one wire and these two terminals are connected. Interconnected means it is said to be the short circuited. So in the given diagram, this load resistance you just remove and we have to make this short circuited. And across the short circuited terminal, what is the current flowing? We have to find out. This current is called as Norton's current. Okay, so this current value we have to find out. Okay, but now you see the given circuit is having 3 loop circuit. So we may calculate this Norton's current in any method. Okay, either nodal method or mesh analysis or any method we can calculate. So now we are going to use the familiar method. It is called as the mesh analysis. Okay, but here there are 3 loops are there. This is mesh 1, mesh 2 and mesh 3. But we have to mark the current in the first mesh is I1, current in the second mesh is I2, current in the third mesh is I3. So what is our aim means? Our aim is to find out this current. But this Norton's current is nothing but the current flowing in the second loop. Okay, so by in this three thing we have to calculate only the current I2. That I2 is said to be the Norton's current. So in order to solve this variable I2, first we have to write the Kirchhoff's voltage law for each loop. Okay, our first one, this first loop we have to write Kirchhoff's voltage law. According to Kirchhoff's voltage law, so this is we are starting here. So minus to plus, it is said to be the voltage rise. So voltage rise 10 is equal to the voltage drop across the resistor. It is 220 into I1. And what is the voltage drop across this 470 ohm resistor? 470 into, so the current you see, the current I1 is flowing in this direction. I2 is flowing from bottom to top. So both the currents are flowing in opposite direction. So the resulting current flowing through the 470 ohm is I1 minus I2. Okay. But from this thing, you split the term. So you collect 220 I1, 470 I1. If you are adding those two, you will get the answer 690 I1 minus 470 I2 equal to 10. This is equation number 1. Similarly, you just apply KVL to the second loop. But in second loop, 380 into, this is the current I2, I3 is flowing in opposite direction. But what is the current flowing through the 380 ohm resistor? I2 minus I3. Okay, plus what is the voltage drop across 470? The 470 into I2 minus I1. While writing second loop, we have to write the second loop current first minus the first loop current. Okay, it is an important thing. Okay, so we can write this equation, and if you are rearranging, we will get a minus 470 I1 plus 850 I2 minus 380 I3 equal to 0. This is the equation number 2. Similarly, we have to apply KVL to loop 3. But if you are applying KVL to loop 3, 200 I3, then this is plus 2 minus. So plus 2 minus means it is also a voltage drop. Plus 5, then when we are coming here, 380 into I3 minus I2, okay, equal to 0. So you rearrange this term. So we will get the 3 equation. So in order to solve this three equation, we are using the method matrix method. Okay, you may use the substitution method also. So you just convert the equation number 1, equation number 2 and equation number 3 into the matrix form. Okay, so in this thing, what is our aim? Our aim is to find out the value of I2 only. But for that, first we have to find the determinant value. So the determinant, the del value we calculated as this 112.412 into 10 to the power 6. Okay. And the next one, we have to calculate del I2. What is del I2? This replace the second column. Okay, in the 3 by 3 matrix, replace the second column by this constant value 10, 0 and minus 5. Okay, you just replace and find out the determinant value. That value is a del I2. Okay, so after that, the I2 current is calculated by, it's the ratio of del I2 divided by del. So you just divide this del I2 value divided by the del value. So we calculated, the answer is 0.01258 amps. So this current I2 is said to be the Norton's current. Okay, since you see the current flowing in the short circuited path, this IN is said to be the loop 2 current. So the I2 is calculated, this I2 is said to be the Norton's current. So step number 1, it is over. And step number 2. So what is step number 2? We have to find Norton's equivalent resistance, RN or R equivalent. So in the calculation of RN or R equivalent, first one, we have to open circuit the load. Okay, so we have to, this is the given circuit, you see, this is the given circuit. This load resistance, you have to open circuit, you have to remove it. So you remove, and this terminal you have to make it as a A and B. And during the calculation of this equivalent resistance, we have to make all sources as 0. So this 10 volt battery as 0. So here short circuit, here also short circuit. So we may get the diagram. So like this, you see, the load resistance is just open circuited, and here one short circuit, here one short circuit. Okay, but now we have to measure the resistance across the terminal A and B. Okay, but now you see these two resistance, you see the 220 and 470. These two resistances are connected in parallel combination. Okay, so 220 parallel combination with 470, you just calculate 220 into 470 divided by 220 plus 470. So the answer is 149.85 ohm. Similarly, you see here, in this case also, the 200 ohm and 380 ohm connected in parallel combination. So the parallel combination of these two, so the answer is 131.03 ohms. Okay. Then we have to draw these two resistance, you just replace it with one single resistance, and these two parallel combination, you just replace it with one single resistance. And again, these two resistances are connected in which combination? Series combination. So we may add these two values. If you are adding these two values, we will get one resistance across the terminal A and B. But this 280.88, it is said to be the Norton's equivalent resistance. Okay, so this is the second step. So after calculating the Norton's current and the Norton's resistance, the third step is we have to draw the Norton's model. So what is Norton's model? The Norton's current source, IN, in parallel combination with RN. Okay, we have to draw, it is said to be the Norton's model. Then this point is said to be AB. So across the point AB, finally we have to connect the load resistance. So what is the load resistance in the given diagram? 100 ohm. Okay, so in first step we removed the load, that load resistance we have to attach in this terminal A and B. Okay, so now, so the Norton's value you substitute, Norton's resistance you just substitute. And what is our question? Obtain Norton's model. So Norton's model we obtained. And the second one is we have to find current flowing through the that particular load resistance, and also what is the power transferred to the particular load resistance. But first one, we have to calculate the current flowing through the load resistance. But here one total current is divided into two parallel branches. According to the current division theorem, the current flowing through this load, it is calculated by, okay, current flowing through this 100 ohm or current flowing through load, it is calculated by the total current into opposite branch. What is the opposite branch for this load? This 280.889 resistance divided by the sum of the two resistance. Okay, so but here we calculated the answer as that IL is equal to 9.27 into 10 to the power minus 3, that is milliamps. Okay, so the current calculated, and the question is to what is the power transferred to the particular load. So you know the formula for the power. So what is the power formula? The power is nothing but power across the particular resistance, it is nothing but current flowing through the particular resistance, the squared into RL. But here the IL value we calculate. What is the IL value? 9.277 into 10 to the power minus 3 to the whole squared into the resistance value as a 100 ohms. Okay, so but here we calculated the power is 8.6066 milliwatt. Okay, so this is the power transfer to the particular load resistance. Okay, so in first step we calculated the Norton's current. In second step we calculated the Norton's equivalent resistance. In third step we are drawing the Norton's model. Then we are calculating the current, and then we calculated the power across the particular resistor. Okay, so this is the May 2016 question. Okay, so it's an important question, so you just review that one. Okay, so thanks for watching. Please subscribe my channel for more videos. Thank you.